to reflect on the past 20 years, thinking about all the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned, saying goodbye to a place that has changed me as an individual, an educator, a human being. For the past 20 years, I've driven by the school and feel intimately connected as this has become my home. Amazing things happen in the classrooms at Valley High School as we serve students who plan to be on a college campus this upcoming fall, to students not knowing where their next meal is going to come from away from school. Students are the fabric and the beautiful tapestry of our school. There's an idea that I know every student's name. Unfortunately, that's not true, but I desperately wish I knew each one closely. I recognize each of your faces, but you move too quickly as faces flash by me entering the building in the morning, during passing periods, and in the lunch line. I love each and every one of you. I want to encourage the staff to know and love each of our kids. Give them the very best you have every single day. Students, even though I will be around, I will terribly miss the daily interactions with you, the hugs, the high fives, even Dab It Up Friday. Our conversations as we navigate life, talk about purpose, solve problems, and try to figure it all out. I will end by encouraging you to love each other intentionally, furiously, and unapologetically. Be patient and kind with each other. Don't be jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Do not demand your own way, and do not be irritable, and learn to forgive each other. Always search for the truth, and remember that love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. I love each and every single one of you. At this time, we would like to begin our ceremony by recognizing our students who are receiving their honors diplomas. These students took the most rigorous schedule of courses and were scheduled into advanced placement classes in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. These students participated in a seminar course each year and last week successfully presented their senior exhibitions. At this time, we are proud to recognize and present Valley Honors students. When your name is called, please stand at your seat. Nithra Kupinta, Thomas Hansen, Rachel Keel, Aiden Kittle, Anjali Tripathi, Brandon Turner, Lena Vo, Luke Whitrock, and Andrew Jean. Congratulations to our honors students. Also at this time, we recognize our students graduating with the Scholars Designation. The Scholars Designation enables students who demonstrate dedication and high achievement in a specific curricular area to be recognized. Scholars have completed a specific number of credits and courses within their chosen subject area, earned a 3.5 cumulative grade point average in all coursework, and a 4.0 grade point average in their content area of focus, and have also successfully completed a capstone experience which incorporated the skills and knowledge learned through their high school coursework. At this time, Valley is proud to recognize and honor this year's class of scholars in their content area of focus. Scholars, please stand at your chair when your name is read, and audience, please hold your applause until all names are read. Vivian Anderson, Computer Science. Anton Anderson, Engineering Technology. Nathaniel Bulow, Fine Arts in Music. Mustafa Daoud, Science. Will Doman, Fine Arts, Music. Alvin Dong, Mathematics. Samuel Ebbinger, Engineering Technology. Madeline Ellis, Engineering Technology. Mars Frieselben, Fine Arts, Music. Yvonne Galligan, Social Studies. Drew Gilbert, Social Studies. Taylor Gray Mikesell, Fine Arts, Music. Elizabeth Hansen, Fine Arts, Music. Asma Hashimi, Language Arts. Minna Horak Holt, Fine Arts, Music. MJ Howell, Fine Arts, Music. Sarah Jefferson, Fine Arts, Visual Arts. Graham Johnson, Social Studies. Phoenix Kinnan, Fine Arts, Visual Arts. Aiden Kittle, Science. Madison Lee, Mathematics. Claire Lights, Fine Arts, Visual Arts. Jessica Marvia Solano, Social Studies. Kira McGrain, Social Studies. Bella Merriman, Science. Autumn Mills, Social Studies. Alexander Mirsky, Mathematics. Leah Morales, Fine Arts, Music. Shema Mukome, Fine Arts, Music. Carly Penick, Fine Arts, Music. Owen Rainier, Science. Ojas Sharma, Mathematics. Audrey Vasky, Language Arts. Lena Vo, Engineering Technology. Luke Whitrock, Mathematics and Social Studies. Conrad Yates, Engineering Technology. And Coral Zimmer, Family and Consumer Science Design. Let's give these students a round of applause, please. You may have a seat. I would also like to recognize a few additional distinguished groups of graduates today. At Valley, there is a 4.0 grading scale with students earning a 1.0 weighted grade for advanced placement classes. There are 105 students who have earned a 4.0 and above. They are recognized today by wearing orange and black cords. This year, the qualifying grade point average for the top 15% is 3.985. These 107 students are recognized today by wearing medallions. Class of 2025, because of your community service, 127 members of the class earned the silver cord, totaling over 26,000 volunteer hours. The silver cord symbolizes a silver thread with which to weave a lifetime of community service. For your commitment to academic excellence, this year we have 9 National Merit finalists and 105 students with a 4.0 and above, 174 students wearing gold cords representing 5 or more AP exams, and 107 students wearing blue cords representing AP scholars. This year, 13 seniors have served in student government. They are wearing orange and white cords. For your district, state, and national honors and recognitions in the 4As, these accomplishments and awards are printed in the Class of 2025 Honors and Achievements. Audience, please take a moment to recognize these distinguished groups of graduates. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Matt Adams. This is Dr. Adams' 3rd year with the West Des Moines Community Schools, and I've been so impressed with his genuine love for students and thankful for his outstanding leadership. Let's welcome Dr. Adams to the podium.
Well, I have the honor of introducing the student speakers tonight, but before I do that, I just wanted to congratulate you, the class of 2025. You have brought me so much joy this last year, whether it was in the classroom, on the field, in the court, on the stage. I've just enjoyed watching you do your senior year and do it so well. So thank you so much for that, and congratulations. I'm looking forward to the inspiration and the engaging comments that your peers are about to make, and it's my pleasure to introduce them to you. Our first speaker I have the pleasure of introducing is Carly Pienick. In her time at Valley, Carly has served as the choir president and participated in show choir, jazz choir, and Valley Singers. She also served as a drama officer, participating in plays, musicals, and IHSSA large group speech. Carly was additionally involved in National Honor Society, Friday Morning Fellowship Club, Tri-M Music Honors Society, and volunteered at her church. Next year, Carly plans to go to the University of Iowa and double major in human physiology and psychology. She wants to thank all of her classmates and teachers that helped her get here today. Please welcome Carly Pienick.
Faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2025. My name is Carly Pienick, and you are about to hear a speech I submitted 1 hour before the 11:59 p.m. deadline. I stressed over the grammatical errors, the corny jokes, and this very introduction, but I know I procrastinated this submission, and many others, because I care. This care was actually one of the greatest lessons I learned throughout my time at Valley. When I racked my brain for inspirational quotes from high school, the voice of Miss Gibbons in her microphone kept echoing through my head. She once said, "Never let anyone make fun of you for caring about something." It took me a second, but eventually I understood. If William Shakespeare was worried he would be viewed as a theater kid, we wouldn't have some of the greatest literature in the world. But more importantly, we wouldn't have the hit film Romeo and Juliet. If LeBron James thought his friends would judge him for practicing so much, we wouldn't have his sunshine in our lives. If Billie Eilish thought her hours in the studio would distract from her social life, she wouldn't have won 9 Grammy Awards. Did you know Valley actually won a Grammy? In 1999, the Valley Music Department got the first Signature School Grammy Award for its outstanding education and spectacular student performances. If our musicians had let others make fun of them for practicing on Sight Reading Factory, we wouldn't have such a glamorous trophy case. Although some of these examples might seem silly, it is important to acknowledge all the opportunities Valley gives us to follow our passions. I truly believe that we are graduating from the greatest high school in Iowa. We have extensive opportunities for success in academics, athletics, activities, and arts. Just in our class of 2025, we have collected incredible achievements. We have countless state-renowned athletes, a multitude of all-state singers and actors, and 9 National Merit finalists in our class alone. We are so successful that I had trouble researching all the awards we had won. I don't say this to overinflate our egos, but in such an ambitious school, sometimes we have trouble accepting our successes. We still look back and criticize a missed shot. We curse ourselves for playing a wrong note or failing a government test. Sometimes, especially when we can't get put in the right encore, we get so overwhelmed by the work that keeps piling up. We keep striving for perfection, which makes our mistakes even harder to bear. But this means we care. This means we have a goal in mind and will stop at nothing to obtain it. This means we are humble enough to acknowledge our wrongdoings. It is very easy to get stuck on the bump in the road, but we have reached the greatest finish line of our lives, high school graduation. Even if none of us remember anything past 1970 from U.S. history, we are still graduating. Even if you barely finished your CPR requirement on time, we are still graduating. Despite all the setbacks, almost 700 of us are graduating today because we care. No one will ever make fun of you for graduating from high school, so don't let them diminish the process of seeking other successes. Put in the extra hours and gain the extra credit. Practice one more run of the song and ask for feedback. I know some graduating seniors may be listening to the speech and thinking that they don't have some grand project that they care enough about. But I see your care when you smile at me in the halls. I notice the comfort you give your classmates when they are hurting. I love the humor you use to uplift those around you. I acknowledge the responsibility you exhibit when you take care of your siblings. Even if you don't think your successes are worth noting, be the person that will know others' successes. Have no shame in complimenting someone's outfit or holding the door open for someone, because that means you care, and you should never feel shame for caring. As we approach this new season of life, there are plenty of uncertainties. Whether you go to college, trade school, the workforce, or chase another future, it is easy to feel lost. In that sea of confusion, let care be your anchor. Let passion drive you to the future of your dreams. Whether your dream is to be a doctor, a mother, a plumber, or an accountant, never let other people's opinions influence your level of care. You will walk across this stage today because you care. To the Valley High School class of 2025, never stop caring. Thank you.
Thank you, Carly. Showing that you care, and because you care, what a great message for everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce Leslie Jimenez Redrevan. Leslie, who proudly embraces her Salvatorian Ecuadorian heritage, has been part of the West Des Moines community since elementary school. This fall, she plans to attend DMAC to pursue her dream of becoming a registered nurse. Today, she joins us to reflect on the moments and experiences that shaped her journey at Valley. Please help me welcome Leslie.
Good evening, everyone. First, let's take a moment to thank Carly for her words and setting the tone for today. And of course, a huge congratulations to the class of 2025. For those who don't know me, my name is Leslie Jimenez. I am beyond honored to stand here today celebrating this milestone with all of you. Graduation is a strange feeling, isn't it? One moment, we were freshmen walking into Southwoods for the first time. Coming back from COVID, where everyone was overwhelmed by a new building, new faces, or I guess just to say eyes, and an uncertain future. Who remembers that first day? How lost did we feel trying to find our classes? How awkward was it sitting next to strangers who would later become some of our closest friends? But let's be honest. Now, here we are on the other side of that journey, looking back at all we've accomplished. But getting here wasn't always that easy. How many nights did we stare at our screens, exhausted, wondering if we could push through another exam, another essay, another day? How many times did we question whether we were good enough? Yet, here we stand, proving that we are stronger than we ever imagined. But let's not forget, we didn't do it alone. Who was there for you when you needed that extra push? A teacher who refused to let you give up. A friend who stayed up late nights studying with you. A family member who reminded you why you even started in the first place. Porque sin ellos no estaríamos aquí. Because without them, we wouldn't be here. I want to thank my entire family, especially my mom, mi abuela, and my best friend Estrella. They pushed me when I felt like giving up, and reminded me of my strength when I doubted myself. Sin su apoyo, no estaría aquí hoy. Without their support, I wouldn't be here today. So to my entire family, especially Mom, Grandma, and Estrella, thank you for everything. Les amo mucho. Now, as we stand on the edge of the next chapter, this future feels just as uncertain as that first day of high school. Some of us have a plan, some of us are still trying to figure it out. But no matter where we go, college, careers, new opportunities, we will face moments that test us. And when that happens, I hope we remember today. I hope we keep asking questions. What do I value? What do I want to fight for? What kind of person do I want to be? Because asking questions, especially when things are uncertain, isn't a sign of weakness. It's how we grow. It's how we learn. It's how we stay curious, and it's how we stay grounded. I've been told, a veces lo bueno hay que esperar, pero vale la pena. Sometimes the good things take time, but they're worth it. Success doesn't happen overnight. Dreams take patience, growth, and perseverance. So when things get tough, when the path ahead seems unclear, when the only thing you can do is ask yourself, what now? Let that question lead you forward. Let it remind you of how far you've already come and how much potential you still hold. So class of 2025, as we walk off this stage and into the unknown, let's take risks, let's chase dreams that scare us, and let's be proud of where we come from and confident in where we're going. Let's keep asking the right questions, and even when we don't know the answers, especially then. El futuro es nuestro, the future is ours. So once again, felicidades, clase de 2025. Let's go make history.
Great job, Leslie. Taking risks, taking challenges, and having people behind you. What a great story. Our final speaker is Mo Kanan Yassin. Mo is a first-generation student who is graduating a year early and will be pursuing a full tuition scholarship at Drake University and will major in artificial intelligence and marketing. He has been chosen to be part of the business dean's team at Drake and is renowned for his ambition, leadership, and vision for long-term achievement. Mo has created his own path with discipline, ambition, and a pursuit of self-improvement. Please welcome Mo Yassin.
First, thank you to our first two speakers. Good evening, parents, guardians, and distinguished guests. Most of all, we're almost ready to walk across the stage, class of 2025. I want you to think back when you first walked into Valley as nervous underclassmen. Graduation day felt distant, yet here we stand, stronger and far beyond our expectations. It's impossible to celebrate this journey without recognizing the challenges we conquered along the way. This evening, I'd like to share a challenge that I conquered, the struggles that my family and I faced. In March of last year, my life took a sharp turn. A family crisis pulled me away from school for a month. When I returned in early April, I hardly recognized my grades. I went from being an exceptional student to a student trying to climb out of a hole that seemed impossible to get out of. Defeat and fear gripped me. I wondered, had weeks of crisis erased years of effort? My dream of becoming my family's first graduate felt at risk. But something incredible happened. Teachers and staff rallied around me with after-school support and genuine encouragement. My counselor refused to let me quit. He mapped out a strategy to reclaim my future and one of the wishes my mom had for me, to be a standout student and graduate. My friends and classmates sent notes and messages of strength. All of the Valley community stepped up. With Valley community support and many late night studying, I rose above. By the end of that year, not only had I reclaimed my original grades, but I finished even higher with a 4.0. That climb wasn't about GPA alone. It reflected resilience, strength through community, and knowing one setback does not define us. I know I'm not alone. Every one of us stumbled at some point and chose to rise again. We've all faced something, a health scare, family hardship, or simply the daily fight to stay motivated when giving up seemed easier. Yet here we are, proof that persistence always wins. This graduation marks the light at the end of our tunnels, and we have earned it. We came from different schools and backgrounds, with many of us being only strangers just a few years ago. Yet today, we celebrate how far we have climbed together as a family. Valley taught us more than academics. It taught us care, patience, and courage. We learned collaboration in labs, on fields, and in classrooms. We found our voices and stood up for what matters. We discovered continuous learning means adapting and growing. We didn't just fix problems, we reimagined solutions. We mastered commitment and time management, not through textbooks, but through trial and practice. Standing here in our caps and gowns, nostalgia blends with excitement. We remember the last, first day of school, game days, homecoming week, performances, AP testing, and so much more, all mixed with the joyful chaos of the school parking lot after dismissal. We treasure those moments while eagerly anticipating our futures. After tonight, our paths will diverge. Some of us will head into college lecture halls, others into new careers. Some will serve our country, while others travel the world in search of self-discovery. No matter our direction, Valley's lessons remain with us. We know we can overcome life challenges because we've done it before. Our bonds here last beyond graduation. Once a tiger, always a tiger. That means no matter how far we go, we carry a piece of that connection within each other. Tonight, we celebrate our victories. Tomorrow, we step into boundless possibilities. We will chase dreams passionately and forge futures boldly. Remember the lessons you learned and let them guide you forward. Now, let's take our final step as students and our first as graduates. We've come far, and this is only the beginning. Learn to love growth, embrace the climb, become all you're meant to be. Congratulations, class of 2025. We conquered yesterday, we stand united today, and tomorrow belongs to us. Let's make the world hear us roar. And Mom, I did it. Your second wish for me checked off. Graduation speaker.
Your speeches were outstanding. Thank you, Carly, Leslie, and Mo, for representing your classmates. Before I present the class of 2025 to receive their diplomas, I would like to recognize and thank some very important people. First are the parents and guardians of our graduates. Thank you for your contributions, your outstanding representation of the community, your support, your involvement, your caring, your sacrifice, and sharing your child's educational experience with us. Would all parents and guardians of graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Speaking of families, we have in our midst some very special families. At this time, we want to honor our Valley High School Families of Legacy. Please watch the video board to recognize our legacy families. Legacy families, as you are recognized, please stand. We also want to honor another Valley tradition with the singing of a parting blessing, sung by Valley's a cappella choir, led by vocal music instructor Heather Nail. I would also like to have the audience and graduates join me in thanking special groups who help make up the Valley family. Please hold your applause. The first is the finest teaching staff in the entire state. The West Des Moines Community Schools elementary, junior high, and high school teachers and staff who prepared our students so very well. In particular, your Valley teachers who helped you along this final stretch, as well as our counselors, Morgan Binder, Eric Trainer, Carla Hardy, Tony Whelan, Becky Sinram, and Larry Mandernock. I thank these staff members for their tremendous contribution to Valley and for the work and dedication that make Valley High School what it is today. Two teachers have graciously volunteered for a very important duty today, the reading of names. Ms. Lindsay Aiken and Mr. Dean Myers, thank you for your time and talents. The second group includes all members of the Learning Resource Center, led by our superintendent, Dr. Matt Adams, School and Community Relations, led by Brian Geelan, our Operations Department, led by Tim Simpkins, and the Board of Education members who are present with us today. President Anadelia Morgan, Vice President Elizabeth Larson, Dr. Michael Andreski, Dr. Jill Caton Johnson, Finette Elliott, Jeff Hicks, and Lila Starr. The third group includes Valley High School's leadership team, Associate Principals Shannon Campbell, Josh Griffith, Chris Novak, Megan Thompson, and Activities Administrator Brad Rose. A special thank you to Associate Principal Josh Griffith for putting this ceremony together so well as his parents, Sherry Oliver and Ed Griffith. All the details involved in making this ceremony happen, as well as closely watching the weather and anticipating the unexpected, takes an eye for detail and is an unbelievable effort. And I can't think of anyone who is able to pull it off so well. Would all Valley High School staff, building and district administrators, and board members please stand? The fourth group includes Valley Secretaries Shelby Chavez and Becky Simpson, who have spent the past few months sizing caps and gowns, ordering diplomas, and preparing today's activities so we are able to celebrate these students. Valley Accountant Stacy Karnowski for preparing and organizing the final lists necessary for today, helping stuff packets, and just being all around amazing. The time and energy spent preparing for today is unseen by most except for a few, but it does not go unnoticed. I want to acknowledge the rest of the secretaries and student services as well for all the assistance they provided. Polly Malley, Amy Hurst, and Brooke McTavish, your support is greatly appreciated. Because those individuals, please stand as well. A special thank you to Mr. Ryan Nail and sophomore Jonathan Henn for setting up today's sound system. Without you, we would not be able to have a ceremony. Thank you, Mrs. Heather Nail, for providing the beautiful voices today, as well as athletic custodian Jonathan Whitford for getting the stadium ready for today. Thank you also to Assistant Activities Director Mike Egbert for getting the scoreboard and sound ready to go. The last and most important of all the groups are you graduates. Even though the Honor and Scholar students, National Merit finalists, 4-point grade point averages have been recognized earlier, all of you are to be congratulated and commended, as are all the graduates who have excelled in the 4As. I want to thank you for making me and everyone in this stadium so proud. Now, will the 2025 graduating class please rise? Anadelia Morgan, President of the West Des Moines Board of Education, I would like to present this senior class of 2025 as having fulfilled all requirements set forth by the state of Iowa and the West Des Moines Community School District, and at this time recommend the awarding of diplomas. Graduates, please be seated. We're almost there. I'd like to introduce President Morgan.
Buenas noches a todos, los graduados de la clase 2025, y bienvenidos a sus familias y ser queridos. De parte de la mesa directiva de las escuelas públicas de West Des Moines, felicidades. Hoy celebramos tu persistencia, tu trabajo duro y tu capacidad para superar obstáculos. Esperamos que se sientan inspirados y empoderados para seguir teniendo éxito y gracias por ser parte de nuestra comunidad. Good evening, class of 2025. I am truly honored to be here with all of you tonight to celebrate your accomplishments alongside your families, friends, and the teachers who have guided you on this journey. I stand before you not only as a proud school board member, but also as a mother. And today I'm feeling a whirlwind of emotions because it's incredibly meaningful to be a part of my own daughter's milestone. This evening marks a turning point in your lives. You're stepping into adulthood full of questions, possibilities, and dreams. And while you may be trying to savor every second, parents are working hard to hold on to these moments in time, not just for the photo boards, but to preserve the story of you, of how far you've come, of who you've become. Yesterday, I had a conversation with another parent about what makes us proud of our children, not just the achievements, but the kindness, the growth, the values. And we agreed on one simple truth. At the end of the day, our greatest goal is to raise good humans. Over the past few weeks, the word hope keeps showing up for me as something active, powerful, and real. The Australian artist Nick Cave once said, "Hopefulness is not a neutral position. It is adversarial. It is a warrior emotion that can lay waste to cynicism. Each redemptive and loving act, no matter how small, says the world has value and is worth defending. It says the world is worth believing in." As parents, guardians, and teachers, and caring adults, we don't just hope you'll do well. We pour ourselves into supporting you. We cheer, we volunteer, and we show up again and again because we believe in your future. A piece of my heart is sitting out there tonight, and my heart swells with pride, not just for my daughter, but for so many of you that I have come to know. You've chosen hope, and now you're here, celebrating this moment with the people who love you most. As a school board member, I can tell you every decision we make is rooted in hope. Hope that each student in this district will feel a true sense of belonging. Hope that you've been given the chance to discover your potential. Hope that your experience here has been one of growth, connection, and possibility. We hope that you leave here not only feeling proud, but empowered, inspired to keep learning and to keep caring, to keep defining success in your own terms, and to always remember that the world is, in fact, worth believing in, and so are you. On behalf of the West Des Moines School Board, congratulations, class of 2025. We can't wait to see what you do next.
Before we award diplomas, I have a request. Audience, we ask that you be respectful and courteous of the graduates, and graduates, you with each other during the awarding of diplomas. Please keep cheering to a minimum and no noisemakers, specifically air horns, are not allowed, as each graduate deserves to hear their name read. First row, Mr. Hafar, let's get into place. First row, please make your way to the stage.
Nathra Gupinath. Thomas Brian Hansen. Rachel Grace Keel. Aiden Henry Kittle. Anjali Tripathi. Brandon Eugene Turner. Lena Vo. Luke Evan Whitrock. Andrew Zhang.
Vivian Rose Anderson. Anton Wilhelm Anderson. Nathaniel Terry Albert Bulow. Mustafa Adam Dowd. William Henry Doman. Alvin Dong. Samuel Goodgame Emager. Madeline Marie Ellis. Mars Frieselben. Yvonne Patrick Galligan. Andrew Paul Gilbert. Taylor Alexis Gray Mikesel. Elizabeth Laura Hansen. Asma Hashimi. Minna Eileen Horak Holt. Memphis John Howell. Sarah Elizabeth Jefferson. Graham Nicholas Johnson. Phoenix Sammy Clinton. So Jen. Claire Elizabeth Leeds. Jessica Carolina Maravilla Solano. Kira Josephine McGrain. Isabella Jen Merriman. Autumn Block Mills. Alexander Gregory Mursky. Leah Ann Morales. Shema Mukome. Sharma. Audrey Victoria Vasky. Conrad Michael Yates. Coral Von Zimmer.
Gerardo Martin Albarca Martinez. Cloud Philip Abbott. Emerald Jean Abbott. Addison Grace Adams. Joshua Nathan Attaway. Scarlett Ann Ashelman. Theodore Jr. Jinze Agu. Karina Aguilar. Zachariah Basim Al-Bakri. Miranda Alba Arriaga. Catherine Reagan Albarico. Hannah Marie Aldiano. Emma Lyndon Aldridge. Monica Nasir Alexander. Mustafa Hassan Al-Hamid. Madeline Elsa Allard. Jordan James Altdorfer. Claudia Alvarado Bennett. Jonathan Alejandro Alvarado Lopez. Richmond Ohemeng Amful. Mariz Moheb Nazir Aziz Amin. Brody Edward Anderson. Noah Charles Anderson. Trinayan Mello Andrews. Evelyn Rose Anhalt. Adam Tubin Anwar. Rian Ahmed Arbab. Angie Sophia Ardila Duran. Jimena Arizaga Juarez. Juniel Arriaga. Aiden Sanakul Ardakov. Nelly Annabelle Avalos Mejia. Rome Lee Barda. Arnell Batirovich. Hayden Ray Bailey. Macy Jane Bailey. Georgia Ray Baird.
Quentin Daniel Ballou. Elmer Barahona Mancia. Natalie Beatrice Barahona Mancia. Chase Jarrett Barfels. Carter Harris Barker. Jaren Rose Barkley. Sam John Berlage. Diana Yurixa Berrigan. Adriana Barranco. Alondra Esmeralda Barron Juarez. Asher Eric Bennett Barrow. Eli Kasky Bosler. Sydney Irene Bates. Veronica Paige Bates. Deja Renee Bauer. Tatiana Janessa Tobias Bauer. Bryce Michael Bauman. Cedric Joe Baumert. Sarah Elizabeth Bean. Wyatt Sterling Belden. Oscar Alexander Beltran Mylan. Sean Ryan Bendinger. Elena Benjamin. Leslie Berber Solis. Sabina Burbo. Isabella Lucille Binder. Samira Bissa Hokwo. Alberic Rudy Ludablonde. Mia Bella Blumberg. Finn Patrick Botker. Brinch Wapala Bolis. Aurelis Elena Bonifant Terran. Ronhad Borke. Sarah Both. Noah Michael Bradbury. Franklin Samuel Brandt. Isabella Paige Brantley. Quinlan Hudson Brennan. Conlon Barclay Brill.
Piper Kennedy Broderick. Madeline Grace Broich. Robin Troy Brooks. Avan Maz Brown. Emily Nicole Brown. Simon Robert Brown. Jace Kenneth Brumfield. Ali Khalid Bwali. Rua Khalid Bwali. Maxwell J. Bubb. Angela Janelle Buddy. Avery Elizabeth Boer. Moses Acorley Bunn. Taylor Marie Burns. Joshua Michael Burriola. Nicholas Andrew Bazell. Jolette Cabrera. Reagan Harley Calder. Gerardo Cavillo Vasquez. Eric Sergio Calzada Lucas. Jesus Daniel Cañas Granados. Amia Ko. Kate Dorothy Carlson. Harley Ann Carpenter. Brant Donald Carruthers. Adriana Casera. Pierre Castro. Estefany Michelle Castro Dominguez. Christian Alexander Catalan Cortez. Jemiah May Cavill. Rigoberto Cervantes Lopez. Caleb Everett Chandler. Dylan Colleen Chapman. Angelina Rocio Chinchilla. Janila Dior Cheery. Andrea Candace Eileen Chisholm.
Shaka Joanny Jonas Ashmore. Dane Casey Christensen. Ayana Sanaya Clark. Jakari Duran Lee Clark. Corday Nico Clifton. Oh! That's scary. Wait, did I? Melissa Isamar Climaco Bayoso. Rowan Lawrence Cody. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna wait. King James Coleman. Gotta wait. He's gonna do it. He's not doing it. No. Ellis Cologne. Evan Cologne. Tate Anthony Conklin. Aritzi Daniela Contreras Camacho. Dulce Contreras Garcia. Drew Ashlyn Cooley. Jeremiah Aiden Cornell. Forrest Corona. Lola K. Costello. Jack Michael Konauer. Cameron Michael Krabari. Emily Ann Croft. Mackenzie Lynn Crowdis. Lauren Paige Crow. Rafael Cruz. Alex Eduardo Cruz. Anthony Cruz Hernandez. Jeannie Cruz Magana. Caroline Grace Cullen. Diane Leticia Current. Cody Michael Custer. Catherine Marie Daly. Krista Uamoro Daniel. River Anthony Daniel. Devontae Dimitri Davis. Dominic Adrian Davis. Emma Lynn Davis. Corey Beth Davis. Jaden Devon Davison. Hold on. Max Henry Deal. William Aaron Thomas Delaney. Kylie Ann DeLawyer. Edgar Francisco Delgado Gallegos. Stephanie Delgado. Laurel Josiane Delise. Madison Blake Delora.
Jackie Nong Deng. Kiki Nong Deng. Mariah May Denhart. William Russell Denson. Marieli Deras Lopez. Denise Florence Devine. Cora Faith DeVries. Darlin Diaz Almendares. Cassidy Marie Dinkin. Bennett Anderson Donnelly. Taylor Marie Dow. Ruben Justin Doy. Drew Logan Downing. Emma May Drahazal. Joseph Addison Drake. Elena Jane Dunham. Kaikala Sitali Dunn Young. Antonio Cortez Easley. Auden Eaton. Thomas John A.D. Harrison Michael Amy. Kai May Eilers. Isaac James Elfers. Derek Stevens Ellens. Yusuf El Sayed. Greta Catherine Engelbert. Mia Alani England. Delaney Jordan Engel. Miley Christine Erdman. Evelyn Fernanda Estanislao Cabrera. Jameson Matthew Ewald. Allison Persila Exline.
Noah Maxwell Bajan. Wesley Ryan Fergus. Holly Margaret Fess. Ismar Fadich. Jordy Joaquin Flores. Allison Anihi Flores. Nora Marie Fogarty. Nevaeh Foreman. Simone Lynn Fortenberry. Jacob Daniel Bowdry. Eddie Nicholas Franco. Giuseppe James Fratiani. Miles Edison Frederigill. Xander Seth Freeze. Cameron Paul French. Caleb Marvin Frericks. Kendall Lynn Fritz. Isabella Marie Frost. Derek Alexis Fuentes Alvarado. Roman Joseph Galligan. Jacqueline Lisette Garcia Guevara. Anderson David Garcia Moreno. Brian Garcia Ortega. Andrea Crystal Garcia Rivera. Connell Richard Gardner. Kingston Martin Garrison. Jacob Adam Gager. Natal Rahane Jebarab. Lotus May Geigley. Kai Grace Giardina. Kian Richard Gilmore. Millette Tesfa Michael Gourmet. Ben William Getters. Ava Ray Goring. Victoria Alejandra de Jesus Gonzalez Fermin. Angel Gonzalez Moreno. Wyatt Thomas Goodrich. Haley Anna Graber.
Riley Addison Gray Mikesell. Mackenzie Parker Greenland. Ture Jelani Gregory. Lauren Daniela Gutierrez Guzman. Ava Ann Marie Hall. Drake Joshua Hall. Ariana Ray Hollengren. Austin John Hollengren. Veronica Lee Hamlet. Finley Page Hancock. Alexander Harrison Harms. Treyer John Harms. Bodie Wayne Harms Moat. Piper Lauren Harris. Madison Ann Harrison. Nina Denise Nicole Hart. Frankie Ione Hassler. Hiro Vancheohu Halling. Emma Reese Havighurst. Jack Tanner Havighurst. Maggie May Hawk. Carson William Hayes. Ashley Marie Heinen. Marin Claire Heller. Connor Lee Helm. Carly Marie Hemmingson. Kevin Stalin Eras Penos. Jaden Lupita Hernandez. Leela Tyne Hibbert. Logan Carter Hicks. Ella May Hill. Christian Antonio Hinojosa. Jude Indra Ho. Bryson J. Hope. Colton Allen Horn. Jerome Xavier Carmelo Horn. Arsen Horozovich.
Ava Elaine Horton. Abigail Marie Houston. Ethan Forrest Houston. Christopher Taylor Howie. Austin Lucas Hudson. Quentin Michael Hughes. Sajad Ahmed Hussein. Cameron Elizabeth Hutchins. Eli Joseph Hutchison. Abdul Salam Ibrahimi. Layla Ibrisovic. I got you. Abdul Rahman Muad Edan. Sorry. Lauren Ellison Igo. Sixto Manuel Ingledew Hernandez. Dominique Cardre Jackman. Nia Joselle Jackson. Theo Whitman Jackson. Wajma Jamshidi. Andre Kelvin Jefferson Jr. Megan Marie Jenkins. Michael John Jenkins. Gurlian Giandani. Salome Jablaza. Leslie Elena Jimenez Redrovan. Trevin Paul Urach. Brody Michael Johnson. Samuel Joseph Johnson. Jessa Nicole Jones. Benedict Sambe Jusu. Evan John Caduce. Yuri Kamara. Sandra Elizabeth Kammerling. Courtney Chelsea Kayandeke. Damari Jamaza Kazeze. Quincy Devin Keenan. Emma Grace Keller. Juliet Jones Kelly.
Catherine Grace Kelsey. Rain Aaron Kelso. William Graham Kenworthy. Aldina Kenzite Yerbolatkitsi. Landon James Kersey. Raymond James Kestelut. Layla Jewel Ka. Edant Carey. Emily Grace King. Emma Jo Klatt. Caden James Klotwijk. Dylan Thomas Coberdall-Meese. Jacob Scott Korselman. Lillian Tessa Conan. Abdallah Ahmed Cordier. Emily Ann Kramer. Wesley Robert Krausar. Liliana Rose Krell. Alexander Henry Krob. Alex Joseph Kennan. Seth Alexander Kumar. Josiah Alexander John Quadiba. Alton Paul Ladd. Augustine Anthony Lamine. Cole Allen Lampy. Brooklyn Rachel Landers. Ivan Anthony Landry. Abigail Ray Langfit. John Henry Camblin Larson. Libyan Loretta Lattimore. Samuel John Lechtenberg. Gavin Dean Lee. Ella Catherine Leisner. Ingrid Leva Lopez. Tristan Michael Lang. Parker Allen Liu. Roman Gregory Levine.
Jillian Pettigrew Lewis. Judy Lee. Elliot John Leesland. Kaylee Ann Lillibridge. Juvie Lucelzer Lim. Isaac Alexander Litvak. Juliana Alexandra Litvak. Mitchell Lee Logan. Ellie Jolie Logston. Isabella Ray Long. Autumn Quinn Longfield. Albert James Longwell. Sir Wayne Marquise Looney Jr. Caden Curtis Lorch. Mackenzie Elizabeth Love. Giovanni Emery Lowe McQuist. Jaciel Loyola Ruiz. Melina Rose Lundberg. Colin Daniel Madigan. Abuk Madid. Elijah McGee. Oh, there's my girl. Tina Hassan Majak. Natalie Mara McKeith. Zozan Nizar Malaka. Giovanni Maldonado Alcantar. Sana Malik. Cameron Manning. Abigail Elizabeth Marlowe. Sergio Paulino Marquez. Hannah Lynn Martin. Hope Martal. Darius Lee Mason. Marcos Ivan Mata. Wait, buddy. Davis John Marth. Addison Kirilla Maxwell. Joshua Ryan McConnell.
Aiden Joseph McGreen. Marcus James McGregor. Niall Benjamin McKinney. Alea Mary McMaster. Bain Archer McTavish. Benjamin Lewis Meyer. Roxana Melissa Mejia Leyva. Ella Marie Melko. Pablo Mendez. Estrella Mendez Peral. Heidi Lisbeth Mendoza Rios. Rachel Anaí Mendoza Ortiz. Nolan Ryan Mercer. Grace Marie Meyer. Liliana Louise Meyer. Caden Douglas Miller. Destin Xavier Miller. Macy Lynn Miller. Emma Grace Manella. Mackenzie Marie Moeller. Kira Lynn Mollenhauer. Angelusha Molapolsi. Aiden Richard Moore. Imani Simone Lee Thomas. Mia Eve Moore. Quentin Michael Moore. Ayanari Shala Morales Rodriguez. Isabel Morgan. Maddox James Morgan. Mason Rhea Morgan. Aaliyah Nicole Alicia Moreland. Madeline Isabel Morley. Servan Norman Anthony Morris. Britton Matthew Morrow. Saveta Nkunzi Mugisha. Frederick Mahuza. Samuel Peter Mwangi Muro. William Christopher Myers.
Ilyana Noemi Neighbor. Olivia Simone Nabelua. Michaela Celine Namick. Naveed Nase. Omid Nase. Joshua Brian Neppel. Claire Violet Neindorf. Braden Isaiah Nevins. Von Nguyen. Tuan Lakat Nguyen. Josie Elise Nielsen. Elise Elizabeth Nickel. Luke Clarence Nickel. Jaden Christopher Noblet. Lauren Marie Nyberg. Mary Biniam Obai. Carla Ayade Almeida Cruz. Gage Robert Olson. Cameron John Olson. Norma Valeska Olvera Castro. Hillary Carolina Oreno Marino. Jocelyn Elizabeth Orr. Robert William Orsini. Liberty Joe Ostwinkle. Jonathan William Owen. Mia Isabella Owens. Chisa Oyama. Mina Pendorovich. Jacob Noah Peter Parker. Alec Stephen Parkinson. Amanda Grace Pascal. McKenna K. Paul. Owen Roland Payton. Fergie Arlen Panade Estrada. Ernesto Melendez Perez Jr. Dylan Michael Peterson. Chan Ne Piong. Emerson Haskell Price.
Nora Helena Pilley. Jamilith Pineda Luna. Curtis Blaine Pizinger. Alexander James Porath. Isabella Meadow Podorf. Gavin Nasir Powell. Andrew Nathan Price. Admir Huskar. Jaden Paul Qualls. Cooper Lyndon Quinn. Caitlin Gail Quinn. Hassan Qureshi. Brandon James Rainey. Tariq Hussein Ramich. Emily Ramirez. Maria Elena Ramirez Gaspar. Casey Ophelia Rankin. Sergio Regoza Ballesteros. Leo Edward Reese. Abigail Nicole Reed. Kyler Jaden Reed. Nissa Rose Reeder. Blake Robert Reel. Max Douglas Reif. Nathan Vincent Reimer. Linda Miriam Reinecke. Jaden Alexandria Rice. Caitlin Reza. Haneen Reem. Quinn Baker Roten. Jeff Matthew Rich. Luis Manuel Rios Campos. Finley Quinn Rivera. Junior Guadalupe Rivero Almos. Tedrick Roberts. Xavion Ollie Will Robinson.
Gabriel Alexander Rodenkirk. James Cole Rosa. Sylvie Jane Ross. Santiago Rubio Olivares. Anthony Eduardo Ruiz. Eric Meraz Robacaba. Zunia Leanne Sadiq. Zanaya Leanne Sadiq. Nardine Majid Sabri. Rahim Gul Safi. Kenan Sakanovich. Katie Sanchez. Lauren Macy Sander. Jackson Christopher Sandmeyer. Chanel Annalise Sayer. Ash Ann Scarborough. Erin May Shaven. Cassie Schiebel. Josephine Vita Scheckinger. Zachary Thomas Skemper. Tani Peyton Scheichel. Macy Catherine Schilb. Blake Leo Shamanitz. Audrey Lynn Schleter. Kayla Lynn Schoen. Peyton Anthony Schulte. Camden Joseph Schweinbart. Dante Coleman Sharada. Evan Jane Scott. Colin Robert Straker C. Ilma Sekich. Zahara Anne-Marie Senna. Noah Thomas Seaver. Kyrie Nishan Shannon. Eden Young Shaw. Luke Robert Schellenberg. Armea Sammy Adelaide Shanuda. Maxwell Bolin Shepard. Alexander James Sherman.
Kelly Chimier. Ivy Jane Siefkin Trevelyan. Madeline May Sines. David Alejandro Silva Santillan. Maya Shrastrom. Talon Rain Slater. Alan Tariq Smyche. Deshaun Renee Smith Jr. Judah Allen Michael Smith. Maxwell Lawrence Smith. Seimani Courage Snellborough. Jack Christopher Snowbarger. Hannah Jewel Snuffin. Ethan Nicholas Kayako Coloni Sobrato. Wayne Kiprono Soy. Sophia Solis Flores. Kate Allison Samsavath. Christian Mauricio Soto. Moon Nova Spangler. Jacqueline D. Spann. Cecilia Jean Sandy Lee Stagg. Cooper Michael Stein. Ethan Andrew Stemler. Faye Parker Stevens. Parker Grayson Stevens. Cole Michael Stockbauer. Mason Robert Stoltze. Kevin Mitchell Stone. Emma Ray Stryker. Cade Robert Sunday. Aiden Joseph Swain. Evan Daniel Swain. Colton Dean Swenson. Izzy Elaine Tadlock. Joseph Michael Tadlock. Diego Tapia Garcia. Christian Zier Tardy.
Antoine Lee Taylor. Ariel Athena Lynn Taylor. Hayden Denny Telvis. Toby Morgan Tench. Eric Alexis Tamaza Lopez. John Michael Tenhenfeld Jr. Kenneth Dang Tai. Von Boy Tong. Cameron Marie Thomas. Zaire Xavier Thomas. Bree Christopher Thomas McGinnis. Angie Melissa Tamala Villafuerte. Alyssa Jean Tony. Carlos Alexis Torres Martinez. Vivian Hani Tuma. Jace Alexander Town. Shauna Marie Townsley. Ryan Thomas Trainer. Christian Samuel Trickle. Jack Earl Trevelyan. Ella Christine Trowan. India Elizabeth Tui. Evelyn Jean Tucker. Juan Ugalde Flores. Evan Daniel Olsted. Sage Rylan Van Dyke. Salome Van Tin Park. Eric Daniel Yu Shun Vandenbosch. Bar. Lee Skylar Vargas. Ezekiel Nakari Vega. Ashley Garamina Vernia Cangas. Chelsea Alejandra Villa Benavides. Diego Villanueva Ortiz. Drake Avery Vogt. Elishan Aram Borsa. Mariah Jasmine Wadlington.
Kira K. Wagner. Maddox Joel Wajda. James Stewart Wakefield. Melena Lee Walker. Ty Grayson Walsh. Roan Samuel Walsmith. Addison Marion Ward. Samaya Lynn Renee Worley. Dominic Javon Watson. Kyle Thomas Weaver. Elizabeth Noel Weekland. Alexa Joy Weigel. Gabriel James Wyrup. Halea Grace Wennerstrom. Justin Michael Wessels. Danica Ray Westerholt. Akila Marie Severson. Annalise Jolie White. Dion Amir Jackson White. Meadow Maribel White. Alicia Lynn Whitlatch. Alexis Kaylin Williams. Brian Allen Williams. Talix Zyler Williams. Olivia Mae Williamson. Lila Kathleen Wintz. Jacob John Wittenstein. Knox Woods. Anna Emmanuel Yanga. Erica Isabel Yankee. Jason Yankee. Malik Samir Yassin. Mohamed Kanan Yassin. Joshua Yepe. Alexis Nicole Young. Cameron Grace Ewan. Martin Humberto Zapata. Vanicia Ninos Zaya. Irene Janice Zay. Cecilia Ever Zuniga.
Graduates, please stand and move your tassel from the right to the left. Parents, relatives, and friends, I present the class of 2025. Congratulations. At this time, family and friends, you are free to come down on the field, take pictures, and celebrate this moment.